Hey, what's up everyone? My name is Henry and now we're reacting to Tobbs joining a military program. Now if you have my previous videos about me reacting to what was it called? Eskimo movie, Broken Guy takes Broken Guy's day off. If you haven't seen that video, please go check it out. Also, shout outs to Gamer Pro 1989 and Purple Guy. Thank you guys for subscribing, and if you want to be shouted out on my next video, all you have to do is subscribe to our channel, turn on notifications, and let me know in the comments down below that you did that. And yeah, so that's all I say. So I'm not talking. Let's get on the video.
As far as I could remember, I was never really involved in any type of school club. Even if I found something interesting in the school catalog, I'd think about it and be like, nah. I'd rather use my free time after school to do absolutely nothing at home. But I decided to give the club list another chance. Art club, guitar club, zombie survival club. Okay, good looks, good looks. Free hug club. Do you just cuddle with people for half an hour every day? Where my hug at? Where's my hug at? Where my hug at? The fuck? I think I was right the first time. A few days later, something else caught my eye. There were mad students walking around school in a military type of uniform. I decided to ask one of them, hey, is this like a Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts sort of thing? Bitch, I don't know, I just joined to add something on my resume. Oh, deadass, is that what this is all about? I ended up walking into the office of that program to find things out for myself. There was a lady with a military uniform sitting on her desk. I don't know why, but this suddenly felt like an interrogation. Hello, is there something you need? I'm interested in joining your club. Oh, this isn't a club. This is a whole program called JROTC. We teach young people leadership, self-confidence, and discipline, which will help you later on in your career. Wow, already sounds a lot more useful than my other classes. This will not take place after school. It will take place during school, which means this will replace one of your classes. Don't let it be gym, don't let it be gym. It will be gym. Yo, I knew this was gonna happen. Next thing you know, I'm part of the JROTC gang. I joined the class and sure enough, it was different. We have one army instructor and 2 to 3 class leaders, which are basically seniors who have stayed in this program for the whole 4 years. They teach you steps for basic drill information. I couldn't help but get distracted when we had these sessions, and it definitely didn't help being the newest cadet either. Right face, left face, about face, parade rest, present arms. Oh, I know this one. Ah, you didn't get us, Sergeant. You were supposed to call us to attention first. Yeah, Sarge, what you doing? Maybe next time, huh? On Wednesdays, we get to dress like pickles and have inspections.
Dress like
when we
pickles?
have those, we gotta be super proper and make sure to be careful not to act up. Because you gotta part the dress. Part the dress, hold up, is that a thing? Man, I hope it's a thing. Anyways, we stand in formation and have the higher ranking students start grading us. They grade you based on how well you're groomed, some questions about what we learned this week, and at the end, you gotta shout the company motto as loud as you can. Yeah, have 30 students take turns screaming their guts out. Screw everyone else taking a test next door. Personally, it looked like half these inspectors were either messing with you or trying to intimidate you to death. If one of the stricter guys walked in, we'd all be like, shit. Good morning, Private. Good morning, Cadet Second Lieutenant Organo, ma'am. Ma'am? Sir, I mean sir. Cadet at ease. Yes, sir.
Scene 1A, take 1.
Yeah, he
How
actually
long have
said,
you been
ma'am.
here? 2 months, sir. 2 months. 2 months! Could have fooled me. I've spotted more than 8 things wrong with your uniform. 8! There are loose threads hanging out. Your nameplate is upside down. There's dust all over this uniform. You obviously haven't taken this to the cleaners in a long while. You haven't brassed a single thing. There's fingerprints and smudges all over. Look at that pathetic little mustache.
He's getting served.
Really?
Damn.
What are you, an e-boy? Your garrison's just
An
tipped off to
e-boy?
the side. You look like a slack job ice cream vendor. Your hair is touching your collar. Might as well have a mullet for crying out loud. Absolutely ridiculous. 0. Let's see if you can make up for your grooming by answering some questions.
All right.
Yes, sir. And after they ask you 3 questions, they'll grade you on sounding off your company motto. I personally liked when Thanksgiving rolled around because then things were more chill, and we could make up our own motto. Cadet, attention! Turkey, turkey, you so fine. Turkey, turkey, make you mine. Eat with gravy, eat with ketchup, good with anything. You betcha. Turkey. Wait. Cadet,
The
run
heck?
that back. We're gonna do that again. Cadet, attention! Turkey, turkey, you so fine. Turkey, turkey, make you mine. Eat with gravy, eat with ketchup, go with anything, you betcha. Cadet oregano. First Sergeant
What the heck?
Paprika. Sorry, ma'am, I got carried. You got bars. Good
It was
job.
just like a
Next.
club-
On
it was
Fridays,
just like a
we would
club
have
for
our
a
own
second.
version of gym, aka PT. Half the time, it would be a screaming contest. Extend to the left, march. Stretching was the easy
heck?
part, but then after the stretches, the class leader would say, "All right, everyone, we're gonna do a mile run. Start with a slow jog around the track." 99% of the kids hated this part, mainly because we were a bunch of lazy fat-ass potatoes, but also because there would always be that one annoying athletic kid who looked like he had too many Cocoa Puffs this morning going 50 miles per hour.
Yeah,
Then everyone
true.
starts panicking, thinking they gotta keep up, and run out of breath within the first minute. Whatever class you go to next, you're screwed because you're gonna be smelly, sweating bullets, and panting like a hot
yeah,
dog.
true.
Every other day of the week was a regular class session.
But like I have like gym in like the last period, so I just go home when even though I'm sweaty a little bit, I just go home. But like in 8th grade, I had gym second period, so I was kind of sweaty in the class. But I just did this to like, and after a couple minutes, the sweat just dried off. So yeah.
You'd learn actual useful things like basic first aid, the effects of smoking and drinking, drugs, conflict, leadership, nutrition, financial management, etc. Oh yeah, and we had presentations like every week. You could talk about whatever you wanted to as long as the army instructor approved it. My favorite presentations were from one kid who talked about Area 51 before it was cool, and this other kid who exposed McDonald's. Now, you should have been there, he just went off. And by the way, their french fries are made out of soap. This one
Oh,
I'm
you
Shake
shit.
Shack.
Telling you
my
this
God,
is
shut
good.
up and
That
eat on
fofo.
this bugging. I don't care, I'm still eating it. That shit's hella good. In the coming years,
I don't care,
a
I'm
lot of
still
people
eating
quit
it.
the program because it was either too hard to keep up with, or they wanted their freedom. While other students get days off, you gotta march parades in the rain or in 90-degree weather. So boxes of cookies to random people every few months. Participate in a lot of different community service activities like washing cars. Or maybe you left because you weren't a fan of all the presentations. Whatever the reason, the suckers missed out on the cool new uniforms. We were also introduced to a lot more savage army instructors. And honestly, some of them could have passed for comedy/dictatorship. What you doing? Huh? Me? Who you think I'm talking to? I'm looking at you. Why you chewing gum in my class? I didn't eat breakfast. Bullshit. You think I don't know who's been sticking gum under the desks? I'm the one cleaning it up. Go spit it out. Whatever, I'm leaving. You, what's your name? Hey, what's his name? I think it's... useless. I'm gonna call your parents. I don't care. Do whatever you want. Enjoy being a high school dropout. What you
High
looking
school
at? Get back to
dropout.
work. Yes, Mr. Thyme. What you just call me? Mister?
Say my rank correctly.
Yes, Sergeant Major Thyme. There was
Oh,
one army
Sergeant,
instructor
you
who
say
looked like the
Sergeant
human
instead of
embodiment
Mr.
of the Grinch. Let's call him Sergeant Garlic. I thought Sergeant Garlic was going to be another dictator, but I was wrong. This guy was the definition of laid back, but knowing when to get serious. He had an unapologetic sense of humor everyone loved. For example, whenever he saw me and some of my friends in uniform, he'd say, "Oh, it's the North Koreans." And we'd be laughing our asses off. I never seen one person get mad at his jokes. And if they did, he handled it like a boss. One time it was snowing like
Okay.
crazy, and he announced, "All right, guys, let's sneak out into the field and have a snowman building contest." And we were all so
That
hyped
was
for
nice.
it. You could see people cracking their knuckles and shit, ready to go to Home Depot to buy some shovels. It was beautiful. But the next day, he said that somebody ratted us out to the principal, and suddenly you could feel the bloodthirst in the room. There would be 30 different eyes looking at each other, mad sketch, thinking, "Who was
Really?
it? Who's
Someone
the snitch?"
snitched?
And
Wow.
honestly, I was pissed off too. Building snowmen was my thing. In the last year of this
Dang,
program,
that's a
it was
nice
time to
snow
prove
bear.
ourselves and become the
It
class
looks like
leaders
you know the show We Bear Bear. I think that's what it's called. It looks like the white polar bear.
for younger students. We have to be the ones yelling and calling them to attention every morning. I'd love to talk about the crazy little kids we have to stay with and instruct for a whole year, but maybe another time, because that's a whole nother story. Overall, JROTC, great program, 10 out of 10, not sponsored.
That was interesting. Man, I hate snitches, bro. Everyone hates snitches. Like, everyone's like, "Who snitched? Did you snitch?" Like, I don't know. Snitches, you can kind of tell what they look like a little bit. Like, cause you can kind of look like, kind of, but like you gotta be like, maybe she's the snitch. Or I don't think he's the snitch, cause I don't know. For some reason, they just have to look. They have a look or something. So, yeah, that was interesting. So, yeah, so that was the video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe. Okay, bye, everyone.